Hello and welcome back. This is your monthly self-care strategy with tarot, and I am Abby. So this month, our monthly card is Six of Pentacles. And I was sitting with this card and this energy, kind of seeing what theme wanted to emerge. And what came through was this idea of standing your ground. And we'll talk about how that relates to Six of Pentacles, but this is a month where we're really being asked to step into our power and have clarity within ourselves about what we want and need and where we are in our own energetic reservoir so that we can know what we have to give. Six of Pentacles is traditionally a card about kind of equal giving and receiving, of being really balanced with what we give out and what we bring in, like our input and output energetically. So a lot of times when I work with people, they're givers, and so they're giving all the time, their energy, their time, their resources. They're giving, and putting themselves last, or they're really uncomfortable with receiving. And even if somebody does offer to give them something, or even if it's a compliment, they push it away and say, oh, no, I don't deserve that. Or they say, you're really the one that deserves the compliment, not me, brushing it off. And that kind of dampens our power. It sort of takes it away when we are unable to receive. So this month, how we can really step into our own power, our own agency, and our own strength is by getting clear within ourselves about where am I, energetically, physically, what are my own needs? How can I ask for them? So let's say somebody comes to you and asks for your assistance in a project. Before automatically saying yes to that, if that's your typical response, just take a moment to pause and check into your body and say, okay, how does this feel when this person asks this question? What's my response physically? Do I feel anxiety? Do I feel pressure in my shoulders or a knot in my stomach? Or do I feel a sense of energy and lightness? And just knowing kind of with that pause where you're at so that you can choose yes or no. So there's a lot of choice energy embedded in this month, or the opportunity for us to expand our choices, or even just see that we have choices. So often we respond from a place of thinking that we don't have a choice, like this is what I have to do, as if it's some obligation that cannot be said no to. And we always have a choice. The choices may not be ideal, they may not be what we want, but we always have a choice. And so what we're looking at this month is how we can give ourselves agency in that choice and in those choices. So checking in with yourself and really getting clear on, is this something that I can give myself to or my resources to? Or is it a no right now? And just because it's a no right now doesn't mean it'll be a no tomorrow or forever. It's this idea of consistently dropping into ourselves, to our own inner knowing, to our body. And I find that the body is the quickest gateway to our inner knowing. So if I'm ever like, ooh, I don't know, I just stop and I come into my body. I feel my feet against the ground. I feel my hands against my thighs. If I'm sitting, I feel my seat against the chair. And those points kind of bring me down into my body so I can really come into my own truth and my own knowing and kind of get out of just living in the head, because it's so easy to do that. So this month we have the opportunity to really allow it to be expansive and empowering by standing our ground, clarifying and getting clear on what we're capable of giving, what our bandwidth is for giving, and how we can receive and kind of build our charge back up or fill our cup, however you want to look at it. sometimes it's hard to determine what our needs actually are. If we're someone that's always focused outward on other people, it can be a little uncomfortable to come in and say, like, what do I need? And to even have the courage to explore that. It's a big deal. So maybe giving yourself some time this month, even at the beginning, is a great time to really look at, you know, what are the ways that I'm giving my energy and my time? Maybe that's on one side of the paper. And then on the other side is, how am I resourcing myself, or how am I filling my cup? How am I receiving? And then look at the ways in which you receive. So maybe you schedule some social time with somebody that really energizes you. Maybe you schedule a massage if you have the means to do that. Maybe you set aside time for exercise because that's what helps you fill your cup. Looking at these ways, and then also interpersonally, because the sixes in tarot have a lot to do about interpersonal support. We want to look at, what do I need from other people, or how can my loved ones support me? Getting clear on the ways in which they can do that, and then asking for that help, kind of kickstarting that process. And if you're like, whoa, that's just too much for me, I don't even know where to start, maybe it's just having a conversation with someone, with your partner or your coworker, and just saying, you know, I'm really trying to tune into what I need, and I know that I need more than I'm getting, and I'm not really sure how to voice that. You know, would you be willing to help me out with ways that you might be able to support me? Could you brainstorm a few ideas? Just being open, and also open to the universe. We can always ask for signs and support from the universe. So we're never doing this alone. You know, we always have the universe's support. It's just a matter of opening ourselves up to it, of being receptive. So again, the theme here this month is standing your ground, being able to employ and really step into your own power. And that comes from checking into the body. What am I capable of giving? And how can I give back to myself? What support do I need from other people? Because we're only best able to give when we're getting just as much, if not more, than we're giving. And so it really is a service to others when we can give to ourselves, when we can learn how to receive, because it expands our capacity and our threshold for giving and generosity. So I really like to look at it as an act of service when I'm giving to myself, or when I'm asking for what I need, because I know that it initiates this cycle where the most growth and mutual support is available. So I encourage you to look for opportunities this month for getting clear within yourself on ways that you give, what your body's communicating to you, where you might need to make some changes, and also what you're getting back, how you can give back to yourself, and how you can ask for the support that you need. So I'll be back in a couple of weeks to talk about our supportive cast member to help with our self-care and any obstacles that might come up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my newsletter at my website. The link is below. And there's also a meditation for you on my website, and the link is below. I'll see you next time.